Welcome to Rubber Duck Off-Road Garage. My name is Grant, and today we're going to continue on with the CJK7 project. So today I'm going to try to get the radiator out of the way so that I can start mocking up the CJ7 grill. I'm going to end up having to cut the grill to fit the radiator, but what I want to try to do today is see if I can get the right position of where I want my front grill to sit in here, because I got to be able to have enough room for my fan and all that to still clear, and the shroud and the radiator and all that stuff. The JK grill sat right about here, and I'm going to try to do the same with the CJ grill, but I'm going to get this radiator out of the way and then fiddle around with it and see how it looks. So to get started, I'm gonna get on removing this radiator. Okay, so radiator's out. I had the grill sitting on here, as you'll see in the video, as you saw in the video. I'm thinking I'm going to try to get the radiator as close to the bumper as I can. Try to put it in this gap here. But first, I'm gonna take the radiator and I'm trying to figure out how to mount it in the grill. I think this will give me a better look of where it's gonna need to sit once I have the radiator mounted in there. Because I don't want to cut up too much of my grill, and I want the radiator to sit flush on here. So that's where the stock radiator would sit. So if I pick this up here, you got the front of the Jeep, the stock radiator sits right up against here. So I think I'm going to try to do that, but I'm going to have to see what it's going to take to mount this aluminum radiator in there, because if you look, this aluminum radiator is a bit wider than the stock radiator from a CJ. So I'm gonna have to do some trimming, which I'm not worried about that too much. I just don't want to hack the radiator or the grill up too bad. So I'm gonna get to trying to figure out how this is gonna fit, and once I figure that out, then it's on to the next step of figuring out how I'm going to mount the grill to the front of the frame. So I got the grill cut. I think it's the way I'm gonna like it. I have enough room to get the radiator with space on the side in here. I'm gonna try to flush the back side of the radiator up with this lip here. But I think my next step will be, let me get the grill out of the way here. Move this. So many Jeep parts everywhere. Well, it's out of the way. Then we'll put the radiator up here. Okay, so there's the radiator. This face here is what's going to fit inside the grill. So what I think I need to do now is I need to build a frame that'll hold the radiator and then mount that frame inside the grill somehow. I mean, I kind of know how I'll do it, but that's the next step. I burnt my finger a little bit, but I think what I'm gonna have to do is go get some material to build the frame, because I also have to leave enough room to mount my trainee cooler back on there too, which mounts to these 4 little spots here. But I can always remake that so it sits closer to the radiator. But even then, I think if I use this inch square tubing here, come down, go through here, drill holes through it so it sits here, across here, and then find bolts to go through here and weld a nut on one end of that. I think that'll be all right. I don't know if I have enough of that inch tubing to do all of this. The trainee cooler is over here. It's right there. It's emptying out the rest of its fluid. All in all, made some progress today. I mean, I got the radiator off, got the grill all cut to where I think it'll work, and now it's just building the framing for the radiator. The tough part's going to be having enough room to do the headlights. I should have just enough room to get the plugs in there, which is all I really need. Other than that, it's fitting it up front here so that my fan on the Hemi doesn't hit it. I may end up switching to electric fans. That might conserve a little bit of space, which might be a good idea. I'll have to do some research to find some good electric fans. There's quite a few out there that are okay. I might have to also see about changing the pulley here on the front then, or just pull this clutch fan off and see how far it sticks out. But all in all, I think that'll work. The hardest part, I think, is going to be building the framing for the radiator and getting the radiator mounted in there somehow. I just got to figure out where what I'll do to mount on the side. I'll probably end up taking some plate and bending some plate and weld the framing to the plate, and then maybe put the plates in there and bolt to it. I haven't really decided. I'm gonna have to do something so if I have to take it out, I can get it out. So that's what I got to figure out next, is how I'm gonna mount all this in there so I can still remove it. So maybe it'll be welding on brackets that I can run bolts through, so I can just unbolt it. I mean, I could take a piece of this and basically go from one side to the other and then make a bracket to bolt it in there somehow, whether it be at the top up here or on the side somehow. I got to be careful on the sides though, because I have to be able to I have to be able to get my fenders back on. So I think I'll call it a day for today, because I'm gonna have to go get some material. I'm hoping that the rocker guards for the Gladiator come in here soon, so we can put the Rock Slide Engineer steps on, because that'll be nice. That'll be a video coming up. I'm just waiting on the rocker guards, because if you put those on now and then put the rocker guards on, you have to take those off to put the rocker guards on. So I'm waiting very impatiently, because I want to do it now, but I don't want to have to do it twice. Then, if you could, comment below on what you think I should do for exhaust. Should I take out the JK fuel tank and leave it out and put a fuel cell in the back and run true duals, have a pipe come off this side and the pipe come off this side and meet somewhere back here, and do true duals out the back? Or should I leave the exhaust the way it is, and where it comes underneath, comes over, connects one muffler to one pipe out the back? Should I do that, or should I try to do true duals? Comment below on what you think I should do. And if you like the videos, please subscribe to the channel. There's a lot more coming with the CJK project. Like I said, I'll get some material, so the next video I can start making the bracket to hold the radiator inside the grill. I'll also get, once I get that done, then I can make the support to hold the grill which then I can mount the grill, then I can mount the fenders, and stuff will just start flying together after that, hopefully. I mean, getting parts is kind of a pain right now, but I have a lot of the stuff for this that I need. I'm hoping. Nuts and bolts, those are normally pretty easy to get right now still, hopefully. So if you like the channel, please subscribe, give us a thumbs up, and hit the notification button or bell so you get notified whenever I upload a new video, and thanks for watching.